She earned that. Hi.
That's twice now you've started with she earned that. Hello.
It is.
Welcome to Two Tangled Skeins. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7. I would like to welcome any returning viewers and say hi to new viewers. Hope you stick around for the crazy. Saturday, November 20th. Got any popcorn?
Wish I had popcorn.
Saturday, November 21st, 2015. This is episode 137.
Hi, I'm Lynn, also known as Toll Baby. Elizabeth and I were talking about the whole two separate people thing last night.
Oh, that Toll Baby and Lynn are the same person?
Well, we were talking about when she got married, and I said, yeah, she said, I still thought Lynn and Toll Baby were two separate people back then. Our friend Elizabeth used to think that I was not the same person as Toll Baby on Ravelry, and she wasn't sure who Toll Baby was, but she was pretty sure it wasn't me. So it's been a running gag for a few years now that she thinks I'm two different people.
Oh, I didn't know where the story came from.
Yeah, she thought I was two different people, and well, some days
because when you introduce yourself at midnight, you're Lynn.
Yep. Even though my face is my Ravatar.
True.
So, but it was funny. So you can find us on YouTube and Twitter as Two Tangled Skeins. Our blog is twotangled.skeins.com. Skeins.com, not stains. Although the way we've been going lately. And we now have a Facebook group. You can find Sue and I on Instagram as Crafty Knitter 7 and Toll Baby. And come join our Ravelry group since Selma's not here to say it.
Yep. Foes!
I have a foe. You have big foe.
I have a foe, and I'm going first.
I think you should go first. That's a pretty significant foe.
So, for those of you who follow me on Facebook and Instagram,
you already knew about this.
I can't see it, so
that's okay. You can't show all of it.
It's the sweater. Woo! So this is the Flax by Tin Can Knits, the one for my husband, which started out 3 years ago. Around this time as a Guston, and about where I separated for the sleeves, well, I got all the way up to the chest, and to the Henley separation, and
we ran into trouble.
I ran into trouble. I searched online. I couldn't find anything, and eventually he was like, "Just rip it out." And within 24 hours, if you watched before, you know that I ripped it out, soaked it, dried it, and cast on a new sweater.
Yep.
I was not taking a chance of him changing his mind. So he tried it on, and he's very happy. It's made out of SMC Northern Wool Tweed, which I got at Webb's a while back, like 3 years ago. It's now discontinued, so I've joined the Lynn Club. And I had bought 9 balls of worsted.
How many do you have left?
I have 3.3 balls left.
Barley hat?
Well, it's...
maybe some mitts.
For me.
Oh.
No. He told me to use the rest for me because I want to make thrummed mitts. Yes, Crystal. You heard it here. I'm going to make my own thrum mitts because you're not making them for me.
She's a little busy.
I've been asking for them for 3 years.
She's been a little busy.
She's been a little busy. But anyway, she's like...
buying a house, getting married, having kids.
You're a knitter. Make your own. I'm like, oh, boy.
Good answer, Crystal.
Yes, I will make a hat and mitts for myself, but he loves it. He tried it on, and he just said... Basically, yesterday he was like, so, he was pulling a Rob. Could you maybe kind of block it by next week? And I'm like...
So we can start wearing it to walk the dogs?
Well, it's going to get cooler out. So...
It is cooler out.
Well, it's going to get even cooler out. And I said, of course I will, because we have company coming from the States on Wednesday. And
I'll be sleeping in here.
I'll lose the room, so I need to... And then Sean suggested I put the... blocking mats on top of his keyser downstairs, as I'm afraid the cats are going to jump on it if I put it on my bed.
Yeah.
So anyways, Tin Can Knits, size 5mm, and it's got this gorgeous, where is it? Panel.
There's a garter ridge down each sleeve.
And one of Sean's best friends, the one who's coming next Wednesday actually said something about the ridge on Facebook.
Yes, I saw that.
Yep. Nathan appreciates a good hand knit.
He can't have one.
His fiance has one. His son got some. He just never got any.
Well, not a sweater anyway.
No. So it's done.
That's related for people you sleep with.
It's done. We're not getting divorced. We're good. So,
Well, no, you're already married. You're good.
Yes. Pretty happy about that.
Rob doesn't get a sweater.
It's a huge weight. Like, I cast it off on, like, I think Monday morning before work. Because I sat down, I'm like, I'm going to watch an episode of the show I'm watching on Netflix. I'm going to finish the sleeve.
Yeah.
And I got about
7 o'clock Monday morning, I get a text. I'm finished the flax! I'm finished the flax!
She's like, I'm sleeping.
No, I wasn't sleeping then.
You weren't. Okay.
I've been getting up, like, stupid early lately. Because I've been going to bed at, like, 9 o'clock. And I'm back on a regular schedule. Don't knock it.
No, I won't. Cool. So what'd you finish?
Nothing anywhere near as impressive as that. But I also finished a flax!
It's on the desk.
Yes. I'm looking all over for it. Mine's a little bit smaller.
But you knit it in how many days? 2.
I have a couple of ends left to weave in.
8 months, 2 days.
Yeah, but it's a lot smaller. It's a little baby flax. I know.
You need to make him a barley, and
Yeah.
you need to make him some mitts.
I could make a matching ones because I still have a ball of yarn left.
There you go.
This is yarn. This is deep, deep stash because this is my very first trip to Zellers to buy yarn.
Your first yarn ever? Wow.
I bought something like 10 balls of yarn in different colors.
But it
and
doesn't feel like acrylic. Like, that's softer than this. Is that softer than this?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But this isn't the Canadiana, so it's not the super, super soft stuff. But back then, Canadiana wasn't super soft.
But it is soft.
But
like,
this is
wow.
this is Patton's Decor, which is the 100%. No, it's not 100%. It's 70-30, I think.
Oh, maybe that's why it's soft.
Let me see. I have a ball band. And I have a whole nother ball left. I used like 10 yards of this ball.
Yeah, I think a hat and mitts need to be done with the little string to hold them on.
Maybe little socks. Patton's Decor was at least back in 2008. I think I bought this.
There's wool in there.
75% acrylic, 25% wool. There are 208 yards to a ball. I used 1 ball and 10 yards of the second ball. And I love the fact that there's only a teeny little bit of pooling up here, and the rest just looks striped. I love it. Mm-hmm. Crystal loves it. She saw it because I finished it.
Yeah,
I finished it on Wednesday, and I was going to her house that night because her husband was working late again, and I went and hung out with the baby. So I knit this. I started it on Monday, and remember how I said Wyatt needed a flax? Wyatt needed a flax. So this will fit him in a couple months. Because it doesn't fit him now. He's teeny. He's like the tiniest baby I've ever seen in my life. Except maybe my nephew. But yeah, he was born 6 pounds, thereabouts.
Yeah, but he had trouble eating.
Yeah, but I mean, he was born small.
Yeah. And
he's short. And my kids, well, Zach at least, was born very tall. He was born 2 feet tall, so like 2 feet long. Wyatt is nowhere near that.
Yeah.
So.
Tyler was, I think, 23 inches.
Yeah. Zach was 22, and Sky was 4 months when she came to live with us, so she wasn't a teeny little baby anymore. So, yes, this is Wyatt's flax. This is the 6-month size. It still hasn't been blocked yet, so I'm going to finish weaving the ends, because, quite frankly, I finished it at Crystal's house. I finished the sleeve. I had about yay much left to do when I got to her house, so I just did the ribbing on the sleeve. And had forgotten my notions case at home, so actually, this is how much of the sleeve I had to dig into.
You weren't at a knitter's house?
Yeah, there was a baby. Knitting was not a priority. And he was in a good mood on Wednesday, so happy baby.
Yes, because baby that can eat now.
Yes, baby that can eat now, and baby is getting a little more alert and a little more...
Because he's like 2 months old now.
2.5.
2.5,
yeah.
Right. Yeah, September 8th.
So, Flax by Tin Can Knits, same as her. Patton's Decor in the Sandcastle Variegated colorway, I believe
it's like perfect for a baby.
Castle. So I like it's like beige and blue and green and brown, and I love it. It's pretty. So that's what I sewed.
Nice.
I finished a flax in 2 days. Big enough to fit my head. Mm-hmm. Thereabouts.
Oh, had I worked on that monogamously, I probably could have finished it in less than 8 months, but...
That's my only foe.
My goal was to finish it for this winter.
Did you finish the other thing?
What's the other thing? Yes, I did.
Huh. I thought so.
Wait, I have another phone.
She has a second phone. She forgot about it. Well, I'd forget about it too if I had a monumental phone like that.
It was half knit, and it's still missing a tail, and I'm not sure I'm going to put one on. But this is one of the snowball bunnies.
Buddies.
One of these snowball buddies. This is a mouse, not a bunny.
Yes, he's cute.
Excuse me, by Susan Claudino. And it goes with the other 3 that I made. This one is a bunny.
And it has a little pom-pom tail.
Yep, I made a huge pom-pom tail.
He's so cute.
And I made the pom-pom using a fork.
As you do.
Kind of awesome. And this is supposed to be an owl, but I think it looks like a bat.
He can be a bat buddy.
And then there's the reindeer that I put my pipe cleaners on last week that you all saw. Which I think is really cute.
He's pretty, yeah, they're pretty awesome.
So yeah, that was on 3.75, which is a US 5.
What'd you do with the red hat?
I'm going to get it. I'm trying to find it. It's right here. And then Lynn brought me the other hat that she made, which is the red hat.
So she has a white one, a green one, and a red.
Red really doesn't show up well on camera.
No.
Yes, so...
It's a pretty bright red. That one is Patton's Shetland Chunky.
Yeah, so she made me 3.
The white and the red are Shetland Chunky.
They're kind of... Yeah, they're all different sizes. It's really cute.
Sort of. Well, so I didn't have any of them next to the others when I did them.
I have 3 more ornaments to make, because that makes 13. And the next one I'm going to make, is this the right one, is the Bluebird of Happiness. That's going to be number 14, and I'm possibly thinking of making these knit stars. So, I still have until December 1st. I had to contact the moderator for the swap because I didn't have enough details for, like, extras.
Yeah.
I mean, she answered them, but they were kind of vague. So I got some answers for that. I'll be able to go out and do some shopping. And, yeah. What you working on?
I'm working on a hat. I started Rob's hat. I waited. I did not cast it on until last night. I wound the yarn at midnight. This is just a plain 2x2 rib hat. I'm following Selma's lead on the hat she made for her husband.
Fisherman cap sort of thing.
Pretty much. So it's going to have a fold-up brim. It is the Juliana's Fiber MCN worsted, and I don't know if you can see how variegated that charcoal color is. There are light grays, dark grays, a little spots of brown in there. It is amazing yarn. It's so soft, and it's light worsted, heavy DK.
Okay.
So, and I'm doing this on a size 5 needle, which is a 3.75 millimeter. 75 millimeter. I cast on 120 stitches. I'm literally following exactly what Selma did on her hat. And so far so good. I started it last night, so I've made a fair bit of progress.
So it might be done when you go down for Thanksgiving.
I want to finish it before I come home.
Okay. So you're not pressuring yourself to have it done before?
No. Because, I mean, he's driving the second half of the trip, so I'm either going to be sleeping or knitting. And I'll have 4 days at his house to work on it, so it will be finished before I leave.
So are you driving down Friday?
Oh, yeah. If I finish it before I leave, then I can't show it to you guys.
It's called a picture. We'll insert it into the thread.
Yeah, I'll stick it on his head and snap a picture of it.
Because, I mean, him having it is more important than us seeing it.
That's true. It's getting cold. He had to walk to the train yesterday, and he was like, I really missed my hat.
He takes the train?
No, he takes it when he has to have work done on the car.
Okay, right. And that's where he lost his last hat.
Yeah.
On that trip. Cool. So what else?
Because the garage is like 2 miles from the train station, so he leaves his car at the garage, walks to the train station, but it gets awfully darn cold out there. And that is living in my Java Jenny bag, kitchen counter crafter, on Etsy. My pumpkin bag. I love my pumpkins. I am also working on, and these are kind of pathetic, but there we are. In my Mina Makes Heffalump bag, I have got
Hufflepuff, Sarah.
I think we maybe need to let that one die.
No.
I am working on Rob's Black Socks of Doom.
Hey, you've got one done.
I've got about a 12-row start done on the second sock. So, it will get there eventually.
But you know, it is more fun to knit with MCN.
Yeah, and this is black, and when it gets dark, I can't knit on it. So, because I don't have adequate lighting in my living room yet, which is where it's comfy to sit and knit.
Wait, what?
I have maybe 6 boxes left.
High five!
I've been busy.
That's what
it's
happens
amazing
when you
what
don't
you
have
can
internet.
do when you have no internet. Yeah, so it's just a basic 2x2 ribbed sock, based on Sock Recipe, A Good Plain Sock by Stephanie Pearl McPhee, out of the Knitting Rules book. The black is Cascade Heritage. The navy blue that I used for the contrast toe on the other one is Cascade Heritage Silk in navy. It's size 1.5 needles, which is a 2.5 millimeter. And they're in my little needle keeper from Sue. They were in the Alice in Wonderland one from Mandy, but I can't find it. Not sure what I did with it. It's in the house somewhere.
Mm-hmm. You'll find it and go, oh, hey!
Yeah, look at that. I do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also working on, and I've made some progress. This is the checkerboard lace scarf. Oof, I got it.
Whoa!
I maybe got bored.
Okay, so.
I'm trying to, yeah.
Were you where the marker is?
Yep.
Okay.
I was where the marker was.
Okay, and so just so you know,
it's now that long.
The marker is here.
Yeah, so I've done all this week. Actually, I started this Thursday. So I've done this much since Thursday because I hardly knit all week.
That's going to block out really nicely.
It is. And I'm loving it. Mm-hmm. So it's the checkerboard lace scarf. Open up the pattern a little bit so you can see it. By Pearl Soho. Out of Bijou Basin Ranch Xanadu, which is 100% cashmere. Light fingering, heavy lace. Actually, I'd say it's a light fingering. Because, yeah, it's not lace weight.
No.
But it's a light fingering.
It's borderline.
So, and it's in the gray colorway, and I'm loving, loving, loving this yarn. I cannot say enough about this yarn.
The fact that you can see the detail and you have yet to block it is pretty amazing.
I love this yarn.
The people
Carl,
at Bijou Basin,
fantastic.
This is awesome.
I need to buy more colors, because he just came out with a bunch of new colors.
Yeah, I saw the Christmas kit that they came out with, and I'm just like, I can't afford that.
I can't afford any yarn right now. Right now, my ex-husband is buying my groceries. I can't afford anything. So, that's the scarf. I'm very much looking forward to it. It is for me, and I'm hoping to wear it at Christmas. At least so far, it's for me. It hasn't told me otherwise.
Oh, no. That is for you.
So,
Don't you dare give that away.
We'll see.
Don't let your mother get her paws on that.
Oh, my mom can't have it.
Okay.
And I have this much of the original ball left, so I'm assuming this is probably about 100 yards.
Yeah.
Probably about a quarter left. So I'll just knit till it's gone. Because the pattern, you basically just keep going until you have no yarn left, and you end on row 5 of the pattern. And then do a couple of rows of garter, and that's it. So I can just basically use the whole ball up.
That's awesome.
It's mine. And that is in one of my Bags by Awesome Granny. This is the... it's the medium
size. My large Bags by Awesome Granny is empty now.
Well, yeah, you finished the sweater. I love this bag.
Mm-hmm. Mine's over there, so look at that.
And the last thing I'm working on, I haven't done much because I've been working on other stuff, obviously. But this is my scrappy blanket. I've only done 2 squares this week. I did, the bottom one is the beige, which is One Fine Sock by No Makers in the Butter Cow colorway. It's the second last of my farm stand minis. And this blue, brown, and gray is from Tanya, who is Celestia22 on Ravelry. She's one of our VKNers, and she sent me a whole bunch of minis. So this one is the first of hers that I'm getting to. I have one more from the farm stand, and I am up to 14 across. I want to get to 25. So, and I've got it upside down. Because yes, I can tell that it's upside down. So I've got 14 squares across.
Hi.
Hello. And I want to get 25 because I want to cover my queen size bed. So that's what I've got so far. And yeah, I didn't get a lot done on it this week. And that I based myself off of 2 separate patterns. The Knitted Patchwork Recipe by Martine Ellis and the Memory Blanket by Georgie Hallam on size US 2 needles, which is a 2.75 millimeter. And that's all I got so far. And that lives in my You Sew and Sew bag so far. It'll live in there until it can't anymore. This is my last farm stand mini, so I want to add that one at some point this week. And these are Tanya's minis that she sent me, so that's what I'm working on right now. I haven't gotten to, I've got Sarah's minis sitting out that I've been wanting to dip into, so once Tanya's are done, and these are for Jen. Have you sent Jen her stuff
No.
yet? Sweet. More for Jen.
Well, it's sealed, but I guess I can open it.
Oh, well, okay. Well, we can start a new Ziploc bag for her.
Yeah, I think we should.
Because I got lots. I
need to get to the post office today because I've been slacking, and with being back at work, it's like I have no time to do anything anymore.
I know. So I will just start a new Ziploc bag for you, Jen, because you'll be getting lots.
Well, and I'll be sending something to her for the holidays, so.
Sorry. I just released cat hair from my bag and it just went, woo. So that's all I'm working on. What you working on?
I am working on...
check it.
I'm
done my whips in 20 minutes.
I know. You're so... there's nothing in here. Yeah. It's in my lap. I am working on the Handbrake by Kay and Dan Jones of the Bakery Bears. And the Handbrake, all proceeds go to cancer research. And I'm doing it in this eggplant colorway. So, wow, that is really not showing up purple.
It's a lot more red than that.
It's eggplant.
Yeah.
That's blue.
It's weird.
What is wrong with
It's showing
colors?
up the same shade as the background.
It
really isn't. Here, put it against my shirt. See how it shows up. Oh, now it's really blue. No, it's
eggplant. It's this.
Yeah.
And that's blue.
That doesn't help.
Oh, wait.
Almost. Here, let's see if we can hide the... It's more red than it's showing up.
Oh, it showed there for a second. Anyway. And that is Vanish Choice by Lion Brand, and it's acrylic. And when I grabbed it from the shelf at the store, I thought I had grabbed something with wool, and I didn't.
Yeah.
And it's soft enough, and it's for my sister. And I talked to her, and I specifically asked her, if I knit you something that you need to take care of, are you okay with that? And she said no. And I said, fine. Acrylic it is. Because she has 2 little girls. And so as soon as the flax was done, I had like 2 rows of this done. So I've done this week. It's not bad. Knitting on the bus. People are staring at me. I love it. Because I'm sitting on the bus and someone's staring at me and I just look at them and I keep knitting and they're like...
Yeah, I took the bus once last week. I went to my job interview on the bus. And it was kind of hilarious because I was knitting on the bus and everybody was staring at me, and it was kind of hilarious. I was knitting their little red hat, actually.
Yeah, so that's the original picture from the pattern. And it is knit on... I don't know. I think I did what the pattern called for, which is a 7.
Size 7.
Yeah, so it's a 4.5. Is that what I put in there? Yep, 4.5 millimeters, which is a US 7.
Show notes, read them.
Just because I write them doesn't mean I'm going to read them.
Hey, I wrote mine on my phone last night.
I figured you did. And the other thing I'm working on is I've got the body of one of the egg to owl patterns done. So that's the body, which eventually it'll all go inside. So let's see if I have the pattern here. This is a Susan B. Anderson pattern, and I love it, and I'm making 2 of them. And I'm using red, blue, and yellow. And then I'm going to reverse the colors of the body. So that's it there. My egg part is red, the body and the head are going to be blue, or yellow, and then the face is going to be blue, and then I'm going to switch it for the other ones. That way they'll know
whose is whose.
Whose is whose. And I think it was Mandy that gave me the idea to use primary colors. So it is knit on a size 4, which is a US 6. No. Yes. No, it's not a knit. It's knit on a size 3.75.
So that's a US 5.
US 5. Sorry.
Apparently I forgot to put one of my sock knit needles away.
So this is the yellow, and then I have this
Turquoisey
blue that's like really huge, and that's showing up fine.
Because it's not purple.
And
it matches your bag,
actually. Can I have my bag back?
Okay.
I was going to show my bag on the show, and I'm like, I forgot to show my bag. Where's my bag? It's my Mina Makes bag, and you can't have it. I wanted the brown version of this.
I will eventually buy one.
Yeah, I wanted the brown version of this, but she didn't have it. So I have gray, and Garrett from the Canadian Knitter podcast, her husband, has the same bag as me, and it's so soft. It's
Sarah's
awesome.
husband, not Mina's.
Sarah's husband, sorry. So that's Mina Makes, and this is in a Silver Shed USA bag, which is Amy of Stockinette Zombies. It's her mom, and I like it because, let me get the needles out of the way. It's got a separator down the middle, and I didn't need that ball anyway. It's got a big pocket.
The little yellow ball literally just skittered all the way across the room.
And there's no way I could reach that. We have a problem with our balls lately.
It's okay, Sue. It's a family show.
I know. Yarn balls, people. Yarn balls. Come on. And I literally think that's...
You only had 2.
Yeah, that's all.
Here, except for your mitered blanket. Where's your mitered blanket?
Right there.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
I did do. Sorry. I'm so not organized.
Bad podcaster.
Well,
bad.
We woke up late and did groceries and had to make sure we were back in time for Lynn to get here, and I was rushed and nothing was set up when she got here.
I could have come a little bit later.
I didn't even think to tell you. I don't know where I was last week, so I'm on my 5th square now, right here. Don't ask me what any of this yarn is because I have no idea. I think this one is Play It Life, but I don't know because I ripped out my original blanket and I have no idea what's what anymore.
Hang on.
And it is on size 2.25 millimeters, which is a US 1.
Is it the same one you gave me?
I think so. It's Play It Life.
That was the Play It Life. Yep.
Yeah, it's from my friend Amelia.
Hi, Amelia.
Yeah, and I am using the knitted patchwork recipe by Martine Ellis, and I am doing it with 52, 26 and 26. Yes, 52. And this is in my Girl with the Rabbit bag that I got in a club, and I just bought a Notions pouch to match it because I'm gonna have a little Notions pouch to go with it, and I'm sure you couldn't hear that. That's on the lips. I'll have a Notions pouch to go with it. Per day. It's per day.
So
all right. What?
Book review?
Yes, book review. I put it up closer to the start so we don't miss it. Where'd you
right
put
there.
it?
Between the 2 cushions.
So, Tommy from Interweave sent us a bunch of books, and we haven't been able to review them lately because we talk too much. So, 150 Scandinavian motifs.
By Mary Jane Mucklestone.
And she's quite famous in the colorwork world, apparently. So, the Knitter's Directory. And this thing
is amazing.
I mean, the one thing that I like about it, off the bat, is it lists... Those are all yarn weights, right?
Yeah.
No, yarn types.
Yarn types.
What do you call it?
Composition.
Composition.
Whatever it's made of.
And then it goes into tools and equipment.
Gauge.
Oh, the gauge. And then it goes into all kinds of stitches.
Different cast-ons.
Left hand, right hand.
Yeah, there's a section on circular knitting. Difference between DPN, difference and circulars. How to hold the yarn, whether you're holding it one hand, 2 hand, both. For stranded knitting. There's a section on weaving, because a lot of Scandinavian motifs include weaving with the yarn while you're knitting, which is really neat.
Yeah, like weaving with the left hand, both hands.
Yeah. The whole beginning section is a how-to.
Yeah.
There's a section on increasing and decreasing. There's a section on steeking, because they're really heavy on the steeking in Scandinavian knitting. Correcting mistakes, blocking, finishing, all that kinds of stuff. It's all very, very clearly laid out, using color, different techniques.
The color value.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, really informative. If you're an experienced knitter, you will learn something. If you're a beginning knitter, you will learn a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a section on the traditional garments of Scandinavian knitting, the different types
and where they're
from, the regions.
Yeah, because there's Norway, Sweden, Iceland, the Faroe Islands, Denmark, Finland, and all this fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the different motifs and how to orient them, how to use them in a pattern.
Yeah, the pictures are small but very clear.
Yeah.
They're like figurative motifs, experiment with within motifs, transition motifs, offset, and then
there's a section on how to plan a project using a motif, because the book is not a pattern book.
No.
The book is the second section is motifs, which is designs, specific designs.
Mm-hmm.
And they're small. They're all very small. Well, they go up to about this big at the end of the book. But they're, they start tiny, tiny motifs and they get bigger and bigger and bigger as you go through.
And then they have this here, which is a schematic
of how to design a pattern to fit your body.
Yeah.
How to measure, where to measure, things like that.
How to check the math.
So, and it shows you how to adjust stitch repeats for different things, how to adjust them to your stitch count, that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, because it shows the arm.
That would be the sleeve. This would be where the neck would be.
Right.
So it shows you, I mean, there's a very, very detailed explanation.
Can you see the red and the blue line?
Yeah, they're very faint, but it shows you how to place the pattern on what you're trying to make. And then there's the motif directory, which is a number of different designs.
There's
it's the majority of the book.
Well, it shows you what page
2/3.
they're on. So you've got all the small motifs.
Yeah.
And then what page they're on. But there's 4 pages of these. This is what the motif looks like. This is what page it's on.
And then there are pages and pages and pages of how to do that motif, what the different things you could do with it, because it'll show it to you in a couple of different colors and then show you the stitches.
Yeah.
And give you a really good idea of what you could do with that.
Mm-hmm. There's some
and they're grouped sort of like this one is really cute because it shows you where the 2 motifs are in this pattern.
I don't want to get too close because it's the chart.
Yeah. But it'll show you the smaller motif and then it'll show you where it fits into a larger design.
I mean, look at that.
It's amazing. And at the very, very end of the book, there's a couple of projects that are spelled out. They're patterns from beginning to end. But I think there's 5 or 6 of them. It's not a pattern book.
Yes,
it is motifs.
All this is instructions and motifs.
And the last 15 pages or so are projects.
And so there's mitts. There is a pillow, a hat,
a cowl.
And a cowl.
Yeah. So there's not a lot of projects in this book of actual patterns. But if you're into designing on your own in any way, shape, or form, or want to start modifying designs, say you want to take a plain fisherman's cap and put a design on it, this book will show you how to do it.
It's amazing.
And it's very, very thorough.
Yeah.
Very informative and extremely well photographed and laid out.
Yeah, it retails for $24.95 in the US, so I'm not sure what that is in Canadian. It doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
Normally it does.
Odd.
Let me go on the front.
No, it wouldn't say there.
Or the back. No?
No, it's always on the cover.
Anyways, $24.95 US.
Yep.
And basically, it's an inspirational collection of favorite knitted motifs found in the traditional in the traditional knitting of Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Iceland, and the Faroe Islands. Included in this collection are colorful designs for stars, hearts, flowers, birds, and animals, geometric patterns, and more. So. I'm really, really thrilled that he sent this to us because honestly, when I first started knitting, I probably designed more than I do now. The first few projects I made were self-designed. And this is the sort of thing that I would really, really have enjoyed having at that point. But it kind of makes me want to get back into knitting, to designing.
stuff that nobody else is going to be wearing.
Right. It's unique.
And, making gifts for people that nobody else is going to have. And, there aren't going to be 50,000 sheep hats at Rhinebeck.
Right. The sheep hat that I want to make, then I started looking at this again.
They were everywhere.
The Babel hat. I still want to make one, but I was thinking I could make something original. Like if I ever wanted to make him a color hat.
Yep.
My husband, that is him.
Because there are quite a few possibilities. And I mean, they go up to about this big. And this is a pretty big motif. This is the one that I was really impressed with. It's a heart sweater that somewhere in the book I saw it. But anyway, it was a really, really neat. It's rows of hearts, and they're sort of Celtic style with the knotwork and stuff. And I say Celtic style. I mean, they're Scandinavian, but
it's a lot of information.
But like this,
and a wealth of design.
The snowflakes
within this small little book. Like it's. I love that they're full page. Like, see, I look at this and I go, I can do that when I see it like that.
Yep.
But when you see it in a project where it's like tiny, you're just like, oh.
Yeah. But this is very large and very clear, and they show you the pattern. With colors, they show it to you in black and white, the way you would normally see a chart, and then they'll show you an example of where it would be within a larger pattern. So you really have a clear idea.
Cross stitch to me.
Yeah,
yeah.
And see, this is very simple.
And I have heard of some people using
cross stitch designs on
these kind of designs, but like cross stitch patterns. You know what I'm talking about. I'm like totally lost for words.
And I mean, the photography is amazingly clear because it'll really show you.
And once again,
clearly.
Interweave.
We loves you.
Yeah,
I love these guys. These are all different star motifs.
Yeah.
So
there is so much that you can do with this book. Taking it home, are you?
Maybe. Reindeer. No, there are no naughty reindeer in this book.
And I stopped patterning about 10 stitches ago. It's just a pearl bump that I have to add, but
this is goats and horses. I mean, there's a lot of really, really neat stuff in here, and I'm really excited about
some of them almost look Egyptian-like.
Yeah, there's a couple
like those goats and horses you just showed. They kind of remind me of like Egyptian
hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
Like it's just and I mean, there's some. This is a Greek design. These waves here. This is a Greek pattern that was used a lot in classical Greece. You've got the dragon boats here. Yeah. The long boats. They're so pretty. I love this book. Sarah! Kitties!
Oh yes, I noticed that last night. Sarah, Andrea, Jen,
everybody. Kitties!
Drank,
So that was we'll say it again. This is the 150 Scandinavian Motifs, The Knitter's Directory by Mary Jane Mucklestone. And by Interweave is $24.95 in the US, and it is definitely worth picking up if you have any interest in creating your own individual hand knits that nobody else is wearing. And you can either design with it, you can modify existing patterns, whatever you want to do, you can do it with this thing. I was actually thinking of doing something like that when I was doing the flax, like just putting the motif on the body. Maybe I will for the next one.
Yeah, it'd have to be a plain color though.
Well, that would have to be a solid color on the variegated background.
Yeah.
Yes. But I like it very much. So that was our book review.
Cool.
What else we got?
We have a giveaway.
We do.
And we have stash. Well, I have stash.
You have stash. I have
We
no stash.
have a new thing to speak about, which is this.
Yes.
So
I know nothing about that.
No, I will speak about that now, and then we'll go into the giveaways.
I haven't had internet for a little while, so I was not privy to these discussions.
So Sarah from the Canadian Knitter Podcast has had this idea running around in her head for a few months now of doing a winter camp. Kind of like Camp Loopy for the summer, but in the winter.
Because we're Canadian.
Yes, and you do not have to buy yarn to participate.
And 2/3 of our year is in the winter.
So basically, I have a little rundown of what it is here, so I'll go through that quickly. So it's a points-based system. There will be team captains or team, like,
Cabin leaders.
Cabin leaders. And there are 6 of us right now. So there's myself from Two Tangled Skeins, Sarah from the Canadian Knitter Podcast, Andrea from the Cat Lady Podcast, Jen from Uncreative Crafter Podcast. Yes, this is podcast heavy. Amanda from Stitching You and More, Jessica from Sarah Nova Knits, and then we have our friend Mandy, who's not a podcaster, but she's
working on it.
Well, she'll have a part in it. So, and we have other people who are interested if we get enough people to sign up. Like right now, there's like about 60 people who said they're interested. So, you know, there's a possibility of each having 60 people and 10 people per cabin. And then one of the things, what Mandy is going to do, she's going to be the day camp leader. So people who just want to do shorter things. So for every 50 points, you'll get a ticket in a draw. 1 prize per person. So you can't win twice in these draws. For the team that gets the most points during camp, the campers in that team will be in a draw for the grand prize to be determined. Probably a bag, yarn, stitch markers, and a pattern. The points are calculated like this. Basic points per 50 grams. Bulky or Aran is 5. Worsted is 9. DK is 10. Sport is 12. Fingering is 14. And lace is 16. Less than 50 grams, it's bulky and Aran is 2. Worsted 4. DK 5. Sport 6. Fingering 7. Lace 8. Sign-ups will start tomorrow and end on December 20th. If you don't sign up in time or don't wait to participate in a team, you can be a day camper, where you can post FOs for the month to be entered in drawings to win a pattern. So if you're a day camper and, you know, you can still participate. Each month we'll have a theme. Each month we will have a theme as well as a featured designer to be determined. So if you're knit, crochet, and theme, color or feature designer, you get extra 20 points. And then the last thing is other things to note. Whips are not allowed. You have to cast on January 1st. All projects must be started on or after January 1st and completed by March 31st, 2016. We are allowing blanket squares, mitered, log, cabin, granny, hexapuffs. For each one completed during camp, you get 1 point. So you can still do your tiny little squares. You get 1 point. But you have to show them in your project page. You have to link them. There'll be random draws and contests during the camp. There will be... These will vary. So stay tuned. Project page is required. Teams are assigned randomly. You cannot ask to be on Sarah's team or my team. It's all going to be random. So that's pretty much it. I think it's going to be fun. And we were discussing on a VKN last night with just the camp leaders, cabin leaders, and each one of us will be able to do our own kind of little Instagram thing, you know, something in the thread, or like to get our teams to get the most points possible.
Motivate people.
Yeah. So we'll each have our own things. We all picked our logos. They are all winter themed animals. What do we have? We have a snowy owl, we have the Arctic fox, we have a polar bear, we have a panda bear in the winter, we have a...
Gee, I wonder whose that one is.
Yeah. We have a snow leopard. That's 5, right?
I think so.
And then Jessica will have to pick her own. So we all chose our own. We're all going to have a picture in our thread that's going to show what the theme, like our mascot, I guess is what you can call it. So yeah, I think it's going to be fun. So if you're interested, sign-ups start tomorrow till December 20th. Like, let's make this huge.
I'm super bummed. I was supposed to be a cabin leader, but I have no internet, so I can't participate.
No, but you can help me be a cabin leader when you get internet back.
Yes, I suppose.
So we can do it together. And I mean, hopefully that's not against the rules. Sarah will tell me if it is.
You will be told.
She's also going to be recording a video today that I will link in my thread, in our group. So you'll be able to go right to her video. It's going to be short and sweet. It's going to kind of tell you stuff like this. And it's going to be fun. So hopefully that didn't take too long.
I doubt it.
No. So we have a draw. Let me go grab it.
We do. Go get your phone.
My phone is
and the prizes.
I got the prizes. I didn't have the prizes.
Yeah.
And so we need to open up a thread. I locked the thread like this morning because I forgot. So if you entered after midnight, lucky you. Bear with me, I'm just making the screen a little bigger because, you know, blind. Oh, right. I think she had something like 50. Excuse me. That's too big. Give me patience. There we go.
Yep, 50 even.
50 even, so that is kind of awesome. So you had to go to her website or her Etsy shop, post a picture, and you could win. So the owls, which I will open gingerly again, just so you can see them. So these, oh, I better take them out because, you know, mesh might get in the way. So these are the owls.
And they're super cute.
Yeah, they're really cute, all different colors. And then we have the Rhinebeck set, which a lot of people said they liked. I made a progress keeper out of one of Selma's ones that you gave her. And then we have the Rhinebeck set, which I'm not going to take out of the bag, but it's got different things in there. Well, you can't really see it. There's a sweater, there's a spinning wheel, New York State, there's a ram, there's a wine in a basket, because, you know,
Wine country.
There's a pen here.
Yep.
And so we are going to draw 2 names. I will get my random.org up here.
My hat's in Friar Tuck mode right now. It just looks like a little tonsure on the...
So, 2.
Which one are we drawing for?
We'll do the Rhinebeck set.
Okay.
2 to 50. Just so you guys can see that we are being true and not...
There you go.
2 to 50. First one is 42. Let's see if I can...
Oh, that's the second page.
42. And you will win the Rhinebeck set.
Come on.
Oh, sorry.
I can't get it to...
You have to...
42 is deleted. Okay.
Oh, somebody was that person was having problems.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, I will generate again. So, lucky number 13 because post 42 was deleted.
There are a couple of deleted posts.
Yep.
This might happen again, but in the meantime.
Maybe if I have that out of the way.
Ooh, too far. 13 is also deleted. By me. Oh, yeah, that was a double one. That was...
Siberian cat.
Yeah, she had posted 3 times.
All right, let's try this again. The third lucky one is number 17, and you can't really see it.
17 is also deleted.
Oh my. How many deleted posts? Like, seriously?
Oh, there are a lot. There were a lot. Okay, one more.
16.
16 is there. It is LDS Venus, who is... She doesn't have a first name, but she's from Cedar Rapids, so congratulations.
She posted the Rhinebeck one.
Yes, she did.
So you have won the Rhinebeck one. LDS Venus, please contact me, Crafting Editor 7, with your address, and I will send them out to you. So luckily we had to draw 4 numbers before you won. So, you know.
Let's try this again.
Let's try this again. Generate. 17.
Which was deleted.
Why would it generate the same number again?
Because it's random.
Right. 29.
That's
and I'm not showing it to you. Just trust me. And that is for the bright colored owls.
29 is Bindage.
Bindage!
Who is our friend? What's her name again? Belinda. From Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Yeah, she couldn't...
We've met her several times.
She couldn't post, so I told her, tell me what you like and I will post a picture for you. So... contact me with your address because
she'll be happy.
Yeah, I don't have the addresses of certain people anymore and I will mail those out to you. So congratulations. And I have stash.
You have stash. I'm gonna.
Oh, there's stash in here for you too. But hey,
I was there.
Oh, there is. So this came in the mail and I went, what is this? Yeah, this,
dude.
This.
What is this?
Yeah. I didn't remember ordering this. which is Into the World, Odds and Ends. It's 4 to 4.3 ounces of random assortments. It could have alpaca, yak, camel, mohair, superwash fibers, bamboo, silk, nylon, cashmere, or tencel. And then they sent me a little tiny thing. It's called English Shetland. Sorry.
It's super cute.
Yeah, it's
And
really
purple.
cute.
Purple and black.
Yeah, it's got purples and blacks and greens. So, yeah, check out the colors on these. Amazing!
They're all little knots of fiber.
Actually, I never even opened it, so I know you can't touch it because there's
no
possibility of alpaca.
And camel and other things.
But, I mean, how cute is this?
They're just little bumps of fiber to spin.
And I
perfect
thought I would
for
give
a...
this one to you.
Yay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, they're perfect for sampling, but you don't know which is which, though. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
So
well, they're perfect for drop spindles because
Yeah, well-
you can just spin a little bit and end up with this really funky skinny
yeah,
yarn.
which is kind of cool. So, yeah. And then I got... Okay. Okay, there's a story behind this. Rachel from Night Owl Fibers has a Christmas kit. Bag, stitch markers, and yarn. Even though it's sparkly yarn, I wanted it. So I suggested a trade. I'm an indie bag maker, you're an indie dyer. So I asked if she would trade me the kit if I made her and her mom a bag. She said yes. She said she mailed it out with a few little extras that her and her mom Brenda put in. Few little extras.
This is the box that came.
It came to the... I got in the house, I think it was Tuesday. And I'm like... But it wasn't the Amazon box, it was wrapped in brown paper. And I'm like, I didn't... What? And then I saw the name and I'm like... What? Then I picked it up. I mean, feel how heavy that is.
It's pretty heavy.
Wait till you see what the few extras are. Oh my. If you're on Instagram, you probably already saw them. I was expecting this. This is the kit. Which I love the wrapping. Christmas little, what do you call those candies?
Candy, well, they're peppermints. They're...
And so the bag
pinwheels.
was wrapped in this really cute paper, which I had to save to show you because, you know.
And now she's going to use it for something else.
No, I ripped it.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Horrors.
So, okay. I was expecting the kit. Look how cute this bag is.
I love that fabric. It's so
and
cute.
There's a little snowman zipper pull. Detail.
So pull the zipper.
I'm pulling it. In it was spiced
nice.
apple cider,
That
which
stuff is really good.
I don't drink, but thank you.
Oh, sweet. Because I love this stuff.
Candy canes, which my daughter loves and claimed. A candy cane. This adorable little tin. Like,
Oh,
with
yeah,
a
I have
little
some
ribbon.
little teeny ones for you.
It's like... Oh, and I took the ribbon off. Okay.
Well done.
Well done. So, and inside, it has 3 little stitch markers. So 4. 2 red, 2 green. And, well, you can't see it, but it's a candy cane. Like, and there's even felt on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. So they don't move around and they don't get wrapped.
It's so cute. And then the pièce de résistance is her Christmas Kit 2015 self-striping. 75 superwash merino, 20 nylon, and 5 stellina 2-ply.
And it's silver stellina, not the gold stuff.
You probably won't be able to see. Oh, you could kind of see the sparkle.
It's pretty.
So that's what I was expecting. Okay? Okay? We all have this down pat. This is what I was expecting with a few extras. This is a minion tin.
Oh, somebody's been paying attention.
Full of almond joy. Feel how heavy that thing
Which is her favorite.
Yeah. Like, this thing alone is probably 2 pounds. Oh my. I didn't open it because I wanted to show you. Attention to detail.
Because, yeah, let me tell you, the next time we look, that thing will be empty. Those are her favorite candy.
Duct tape.
With minions.
With minions. These are strawberry candy canes with the minion. And I love those tins. I have another one up there, which is kind of cool. I got from Jessica. There's more. Another tin. Carl's banana candies. because, you know. Well, I'm not done with the Minions. Minion mixed chewy assorted fruit flavored candies.
Mike
These
and
are
Ike's.
blueberry and banana, which I've never seen before.
Yeah, we don't have this fun stuff.
And then this is sour gummies with Bob, Kevin, and Stuart.
Alright, I'm going to move that because if it falls,
right.
it's going to right in front of the microphone.
So, I'm not done yet. A whole package
Sweet.
full of floss. Which my husband was like, oh, floss, can I floss my teeth with that? I'm like, no.
Wait.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I'm just putting
I know.
it down.
A 14 count Ada fabric. Because, you know, cross stitcher. I'm not done yet. Then she sent me this, and I absolutely love it. Can they see that?
Yes.
And it's doubled, so I can make a bag out of that and not lose any of the print. So, yes. I had no more words. And then she's like, oh my, like this has got to be, I don't know how many yards. Is that not the cutest fabric ever? Still not done. Then she sent a bag for you. Yee! Minis.
Yay, minis. Thank you.
And a bag for me.
Yee.
And a bag for Selma. And I haven't opened the card on the inside. I left it.
Look at the minis. They're so pretty.
Yeah.
Lots of purple.
So,
And there's a little card in there too.
yeah. So we all have a little card. But I was just like, I'm blown away by the little extras, you guys. Come on.
It's like the kit was the little extra.
I think, yeah, the kit was extra. Like, yeah, words. I don't have words. There's none. They're gone.
Where do they live again?
What?
Where do they live again?
Words? I don't know. Oh,
No.
where do they live? Texas.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was not cheap to send this either.
Texas
So,
is not easy to drive to.
I'm going to San Antonio during Rhinebeck next year,
You are.
which I'm trying to get out of.
No.
So, yeah. Box of goodies.
I are spoiled. I have minis.
Yeah, and Selma too. Selma's like, I have minis. I'm like, yes, yes, you do. So, coupon codes. Speaking of Rachel. Coupon codes. Where's hers? Night Owl Fibers on Etsy. Rachel is Sweet Knits 1997, which is when she was born. So she's a senior in high school. My daughter,
old.
my daughter was born in 95. So.
My son was born in 99.
Yeah, my son was born in 98. So she's offered our viewers a coupon for 10% off until December 31st, 2015, and it's the number 2, Tangled. We have Shamika Knits, who is the one we just drew the stitch markers for, which I forgot to mention last time. I did post it in the group, but I forgot to mention it.
Bad podcast.
Mecha Mika on Etsy, and her coupon code is Nani Swimo, NAKNISWEMO 15, and that's because it's November, and November is
National Knit a Sweater Month.
yes, confusing, until November 30th, and that's 15% off.
Well, it's a takeoff on NaNoWriMo, which is National Write a Novel Month.
Right.
Or National Novel Writing Month.
Yeah, and an ongoing coupon code we have from Carrie Lynn of Freckled Whimsy, 15% off until December 31st, and it's 2 Tangled, all capitals with 1 5.
Okay. Victoria at Shadar. I don't know her name on Rav.
Sorry, where are we?
Right there.
Oh,
You
I didn't add
put
it.
parentheses and then didn't put anything between them.
It's Victoria Blue.
Okay, so Victoria Blue from Ravelry has offered a coupon code to get her 12th Arrow Cowl pattern on Ravelry for $1 until February 8th, 2016. So the length of the Down Solar Studios Pigskin Party knit along. And the code is DCS Pigskin 1, number 1. Darlene of Bags by Awesome Granny. These bags.
Mm-hmm.
Has an ongoing coupon code with no expiry date for 10% off. It is the number 2 TS10. So 2 TS10. And Lisa of
I know it's a
Six
hard one.
Munchkin Stitching on Etsy. I'm just having trouble with words today. Has an ongoing coupon code with no expiry date for 10% off, which is the words "to tangled," TWO tangled.
Yeah, and these are all going to be linked in our coupon code thread.
Yep. I think that's it.
That is it.
Look what we did.
What do we do?
59 seconds, 59 minutes,
an
59
hour.
seconds. We just hit an hour.
Yeah.
But
So
it's only an hour.
I know. It'll be like an hour and 2 minutes because of the stuff that I add in the front and back.
Because you're going to have to put a picture of Sean in his sweater.
Yeah, I took a picture.
I saw it. She took a picture of her husband wearing his sweater.
He was
we will
making
have
all
proof
kinds
that
of
it fits him.
He was making all kinds of faces, so then hence the reason why the pictures looked they were. I just kept hitting. He's like, "Have you taken the picture?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've taken 10." He's like, "Oh." Next week is American Thanksgiving.
Yep.
I have
They won't
guests
be
coming
here.
on Wednesday, so they'll be in this room, and Lynn will be in the States. So there will be no podcast.
I go to Chicago on Wednesday. I come back on Sunday. So sorry.
And Selma wasn't available either because it's her daughter's birthday on the 28th.
Yeah. So
She's having a birthday party with a bunch of like 8-year-olds.
Yeah. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And in the meantime, knit fast and keep warm.
Yes. And go join the group, the winter camp in Sarah's group, the Canadian Knitter Podcast. Yes, that. Words. Bye. Bye. No? Got any popcorn?
I can't even hit you with it.